Can one of you tell me about how the band came together?
Well, you would be the best person to
Yeah,
answer.
because we all joined in staggered after these two.
Then I should start where you and I met.
Yeah.
Because that would make sense. So we met in Brockton while I was working, and he was coming home from something with a guitar on his back, and I said, "Oh, that's a Schecter. I bet you he plays metal." And I said, "Hey, how's it going? Do you play metal by any chance?" I didn't say, "Do you play music?" Right? That'd be obvious. Yep. "Do you play metal?" He says, "Actually, yeah, I do." We talked a little bit. Long story short, he says, "Well, I'm not interested. I'm in a different band right now, but I know someone who would be." So, took 2 years or so.
Yeah.
But eventually things came around. Life works in circles, and his band ended up splitting up, and he joined us, and then eventually, within about a year's time or so, all these guys joined, and we are who we are now, the current incarnation.
How would you describe your style?
Well,
Literally
you have...
just metal.
Gosh, shush. Okay, so...
Let's hear what you... Yes, go. It's your turn. It's Sally's turn.
It's my turn.
Metal.
Start with the since I always go first. So... I know Alex has a lot of older, like 80s metal and thrash in his influence, but he also has some classical influence too, which would sort of put us somewhere in between, because I'm a classically trained singer. So it would put us somewhere in between symphonic, operatic, and thrash. And so it's squarely in the prog, but we're somewhere in between there.
Nice. Elements of power metal too.
Yeah. Definitely some, especially
definitely.
the way that we do the guitars.
What are your roles as guitar players in the band for each of you?
Well, for starters, a lot of the material that we've been working on has been stuff that's been pre-written, stuff that Alex wrote a long time ago. Most of our set is comprised of that stuff. So we just split the tracks, learn everything. And it's like track 1 and track 2. There's really no set lead or rhythm guitarist. We just split everything the way it is. Probably a couple of years ago, when it was me and the other guitarist, which was the original one I referred, I was guitar 2. And then when he left, I picked up guitar 1. So there would be more to show anybody that wanted to come in as a guitarist. And then moving forward, we'll split everything 50-50. Keep it even, keep it interesting.
Not one song really sounds the same.
Yeah.
It's metal. We have like Vanished City, which is very power metal-y, and then we have Thrash Effect, which is thrash metal-y, and then we go super prog, like our intro, Assault. I wouldn't classify it as anything other than just metal.
Definitely got a progressive element to it.
Definitely.
And then, as far as our styles differ, I came from a very metalcore background, which I think you did too.
Yeah, I came more of a deathcore background,
Yeah, and now
and then went to progressive.
Same here. I'm much more power metal and progressive influenced.
There's also some old school speed in there, as you heard with the intro with exercising and right through suffer. That's what I grew up on in the 80s. I'm the old man of the band, lucky me.
Nuh-uh, you two are like within months of each other.
4 months younger than me, so shut up. I'm 41, but hell with you all.
I understand you have an EP in the works.
Yes.
Is that would be your first official release?
Yes.
Is that right?
Well, as this incarnation.
As this incarnation.
Right.
Oh, I see.
I would call it a re-release of existing.
Alex released a version of it with a little. It was different. It was more his project. We were trying to.
No, it's a band project. It's got Sally's vocals on it. Ton of harmonies. Sounds great. We actually just did the final mix the other day, so we're excited.
Yep.
And then another song from the that wasn't on the original too.
True.
So
Right.
pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Although technically it was on the original, and it got
Cut.
It got
cut out. Yeah, it ended up
Well,
on the
now
cutting
it's
room floor.
uncut, so.
Now it's uncut, so
Yeah,
yes.
It's a 4-song EP, but I think it's more than a half an hour, isn't it?
I think 27 and change.
Yeah. So it's pretty long for an EP.
Do you have a title you can reveal for it yet?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna call it Initium Reborn because the original release that Alex did was called Initium.
Fantastic.
Initium is
There you go,
Latin
yep.
for the beginning, the origin.
The first of
why
its
we chose
kind.
it.
And did you guys record that yourselves or in a studio or what?
Or is it just-
Yeah, New England Music Group.
Okay.
Yep.
Where's that?
Didn't awesome.
And that's in Bandstand at Taunton. In Taunton.
Oh, I see.
At Bandstand Live, and he's been doing this now for a little over 20 years. So he's been in the music field a long time. He's been in a couple pretty big bands too. So and he's done a great
Yeah,
job.
he did an excellent job.
Yeah,
He's really good.
He really knows what he's doing.
What would you say you want to do from here on?
Get bigger.
Get big. Well, definitely play more shows.
More shows, more exposure. Get
Get
the
more
CD out
exposure.
there.
Try symphonic metal and progressive metal are not really very big especially in the Massachusetts, New England area. It'd be really great if that genre of metal expanded because I feel like it would have a pretty good audience around here, especially with all the classical influence in Boston and in Rhode Island. There's so much classical music floating around. I feel like that crowd could actually be brought into metal.
To
if they were
Sally's credit,
exposed
when
to
she
it.
joined the band, I think it opened up the demographics. So there's a wider range of people that would be like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." But there's people that like prog elements, people
Yeah.
like thrash elements, people like your vocals over this style of music. It becomes very, very inclusive. Also,
I know
genres.
when I first got into metal, it was with Nightwish, and it was because of the fact that before that I had only been exposed to deathcore, Cradle of Filth, and I'm a vocalist and I'm a classically trained vocalist, so I didn't really connect with that. But as soon as I heard, the clean operatic vocals, I was hooked forever. So I feel like there would be a lot of that would happen around here if we could expand and get more exposure.
And I don't think there's anybody like us, not around here anyway. So
No.
we would stick out, and hopefully people would
No,
be like,
even
wow.
the symphonic. There's a few
different.
symphonic metal bands that are in New Hampshire and north of here, but even they're less hardcore. They don't have as much of the metal in them. They're more the symphonic. They're more purely symphonic.
Yeah.
And it's very different to have the thrash elements and the power elements that really are strong in our band.
Well, we're pretty driven. This new CD is about to come out, or we've already talked about in the past couple of weeks. Well, what are we gonna do for the next one?
Yep.
So, I think we probably have a good idea
I'm
of
so
what
excited
4
for
songs
Tycho.
or so it'll
I
be.
really want to record Tycho.
Yeah, just keep moving forward.
Yep.
What is that one called again?
Tycho Monolith Anomaly. And it is
Is that one word or 3?
it's 3.
words.
TMA for short, or TMA-1. But it is a reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey. That is the name of the monolith
That was uncovered on the moon.
Yes.
TMA2 was the one by Jupiter.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Or Saturn in the book.
Right.
If you guys could open up for anyone, who would you open for?
We're gonna get some similar answers, right?
Nightwish.
Dream Theater for me. Absolutely.
Dream Theater.
Between the Buried and Me.
He's lying.
Anthrax.
Can't go wrong with that.
Can't go
wrong with
Very
All good choices, I'd say. And is there anything else you'd like to relay to people that I may not have covered?
Visit our Facebook
Yeah,
page.
super check us out.
Visit our website.
Super check.
Oh, we
Yes.
got,
Go. Got
Like
to.
with
We've got
extra
a,
Band at
enthusiasm.
Facebook. Archetypeband.com is a website. Check us out.
Oh,
Links
it is
to
with a
YouTube
K.
and Suffer in
Make
Silence.
sure that K is important.
if you go to our Facebook, we have a free download of our single Suffer in Silence, as well as on our SoundCloud, and it's also up on our YouTube channel. So
And the CD will be available soon.
yeah, check
Oh,
it out.
and we have
Free
like
download.
t-shirts
You
and
can't beat
stickers
free.
and stuff too.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Archetype, ladies and gentlemen.